What's going on, guys? My name is Trevor and welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about episode 3 of the HBO Max series Lovecraft Country. Go ahead and join me down below in the comment section. Let's have a full spoiler discussion down below in the comments. What did you guys think of this episode? How did you think it played off episode 2? What have you thinking of the series so far? I'm enjoying it. Maybe not as much as others, but I'm definitely enjoying it. And this is a full spoiler review, spoiler discussion, talking everything and anything that went down in this episode. Spoiler warning, your last spoiler warning. Let's get into episode 3. So episode 2 obviously ended with Uncle George dying, and this episode 3, doesn't take place exactly off episode 2, but it takes place during Uncle George's funeral, and we see how everyone's kind of dealing with it, how Letitia's dealing with it, how you get to see how Atticus is dealing with it, you get to see how Hippolyta is dealing with it, you get to see how it's affecting everyone differently. And I didn't believe that George was dead at first. I'm not sure if I still do, but as of right now, I'm guessing that George is going to be gone, and it's definitely a bummer because he was, I think, everyone's favorite character. At least he was my favorite character, but this episode is definitely spotlight on Letty. She's a phenomenal actress, first off, so I want to say that, but the character of Letty is very easy to root for. She's so badass, and she goes out there, she takes what she wants, and in this episode, she buys a house, and just by looking at the house right away, I said, something fishy is going to go on here. I don't read the descriptions of the episode, but this episode is titled Holy Ghost, and I was like, okay, something going to be a kind of horror ghost element in this. I like it. You can see the house, and right away, I'm thinking, haunted house. Bingo, it is a haunted house. Basically, a terrible person lived there, and he sacrificed humans, and I did tests on humans, and they are now 8 people were dead in the basement of the house. So she's kind of walking around his house, and it just looks creepy. It looks dirty and all these things. But you get to kind of start seeing like the ghost and everyone kind of messing with her a little bit, taking the sheets off the bed, slamming doors, everything like that. And you get to see some very just horrific images. And sometimes you're kind of going, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. And Letty's trying to get this house to board for other people who can't afford it in the area, and they're trying just to have a safe place to stay. And it's a really cool reasoning for what she's trying to do, and you can really get behind that. It's like, Letty, you are so badass, and she's just a fantastic character, but all the while there's ghosts and there's like demons inside of this house. So many things happen in this episode. It's kind of hard to talk about. I'm gonna leave out so many things, but there's so many things happen, and it seems like these episodes get just a little bit too jumbled sometimes. That's what felt like the first episode. Each one feels like a movie almost. The first episode felt kind of long, the second episode felt kind of long, and the third episode again feels kind of long, just how much stuff is thrown in there. I wish these episodes were about 40 to 45 minutes, not the 58 minutes that they are running. That's just beside the point, but so much things happen, especially in this episode, and I'm just going to fast forward to the part I really want to talk about. The last 20 minutes, you're just expecting a big hoorah, because every episode so far, the last 20 minutes, you're like, okay, something big's going to happen, and again, something big happened. Basically, they're trying to almost free the house. They bring someone who sacrifices a goat, and they put like blood on their forehead, and they're trying to free the house of the spirits and kick out the spirits. And basically, the guy who killed all and sacrificed all those people is living there still as a ghost. So they try to kick him out, and Letty summons all the people who died because she studied up on them. And see, I'm missing stuff already, but she studied up on all these people who were murdered and went missing, and they found out that they died in this house. She calls all of them up, summons all of them up, and they all start chanting this thing in order to get the mean dick guy, who's the bad spirit who's still there. He gets to get him out of there completely. And a very cool scene. Letitia, again, is so badass. She's so fun to root for, and this episode was just, every episode is so different, and that's where I'm confused with, like, episode 1, there was all these monsters and aliens, and episode 2 was, like, where it was, like, sorcery and wizards, episode 3, there's ghosts. I'm like, each episode does not seem like they're kind of correlating at all, like, a little bit, but this one, we get to see one of the Braithwaite, I want to say their name is. If I'm messing up, let me know down below in the comments, but she's back. One of the girls, I believe she was in a red costume, where, like, she, in the first episode, beside the point, she's back, and Atticus tried to kill her and has a very cool line, don't F with my family, tries to shoot her, and he can't. So she's back, and I believe her family's going to come back. That's why I'm thinking George is going to come back, but left you on a cliffhanger of episode 3. She gave this really menacing line that she was like, you have to be smarter than to kill a white woman. Something like that, and I was like, God, she's going to be a very good villain. So left us off on a cliffhanger a little bit, but something that's maybe bothering me with the show is it doesn't seem like they're following off each episode like together that well. It seems like each episode's like completely different story. Here we're going like it's a new season almost. Maybe that's just how I'm interpreting it. Maybe I'm interpreting it wrong. I still liking the show. I'm not loving it like everyone else, but I really do enjoy it. I'm looking forward to talking about it, but that's going to do it for this review for episode 3 of Lovecraft Country. These are generally on Sunday nights, and it's Monday night today, so I posted it late. That's all good. Next week, we'll be back to our Sunday schedule. If you guys are still watching, comment down below, hashtag Lovecraft. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy talking Lovecraft, and let's talk about it. Clear some things up down below in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. Lots more content coming this week. Hopefully get to see Tenet this week. And with all that said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.